various government agencies and us that on ensuring customers are protected, financial system stability is reinforced, and India is able to take advantage of the crypto tech revolution, right? So we believe that banning cryptocurrency may not be in the works. What may happen is a very good regulation which are progressive and promote and support this industry. Our discussion over the last few weeks, and I would say last few months as well, indicate that there is a broad agreement with various government agencies and us that on ensuring customers are protected, financial system stability is reinforced, and India is able to take advantage of the crypto tech revolution, right? So we believe that banning cryptocurrency may not be in the works. What may happen is a very good regulation which are progressive and promote and support this industry. How and when and what the bill contains and when it would get implemented, these details are yet to be seen. So what happened on Wednesday was kind of a misinformation that went around. Everyone was trying to interpret the news in their own way when the actual details of the bill are unknown. So I would just urge all the users to wait for the content of the bills to come out before they take the next action. So let me take a step back first and tell you that cryptocurrencies are beyond currencies. They can definitely be used as currency, as exchange of value itself, but there is a big broad asset class agreement which we believe could be the next internet. The amazing companies would be found in it. That could be the worldwide dominated companies coming from India itself. But you're absolutely right that the currency part of this ecosystem can be used in a negative way, be it terror financing, hawala networks, money laundering, and that's where exchanges come into picture. Putting tight regulation of reporting on exchanges, making sure there is a route that exists, whoever wants to get into this industry or get out from this industry, right? Suppressing exchanges in general is not a good idea, as we have seen in Nigeria as well, that within the 12 days of banning crypto, they had to revert that ban because now the private networks would emerge, which would still make these transactions happen, but in the dark. But when these transactions are happening through exchange, there is a special reporting mechanism that can be set up between exchanges and RBI, and making sure that every report is given to them and they have the understanding on what is happening in the industry. So banning exchanges or banning crypto is not the solution, but regulation could actually help government put a control on these activities and put guardrails around, making sure that use of cryptocurrencies can only happen for legitimate users, not for payment purposes, but promoting the blockchain and the crypto ecosystem. I think what has been done to securities or stocks can similarly be done to crypto and crypto exchanges as well, right? Creating a set of regulations on, how do you pass information to the user, how much clarity you bring to the ecosystem, what are the action exchanges need to take to protect user funds, what are the action a user need to take before they, invest into cryptocurrencies, and what kind of reporting structures can be established between different entities altogether. Ideally, we believe that there should be a separate regulator for cryptocurrencies because the array of crypto is very wide. It could be a currency, it could be an asset, it could be security, utility, commodity, and all that, right? And there are multiple use cases which are yet to be formed, right? This industry is moving very, very fast all across, but from an asset class perspective, we believe SEBI and RBI could be the regulators as well, helping put capital controls into action and helping create or formulate rules and regulations which every exchange should adhere to make sure that the users are protected at any given point in time. So let me first talk about CoinSwitch Kuber itself, right? How are we able to address these issues? Well, since we are an exchange aggregator or a broker in a way, we are able to stop deposits and withdrawals of cryptocurrencies from our platform. So even if you have bought cryptocurrencies in the US, you cannot convert it to INR on our platform today. You can only invest in cryptocurrencies, sell them, and take INR back, right? That is why on CoinSwitch you do not face the issue of LRS, FEMA, PMLA, etc. But obviously, this cannot be applied widely to all the exchanges, because exchanges exist because there is a supplier on the other end and there is a buyer on the other end. If you kill that ecosystem, we also cannot exist. So to address the point that you just made, if somebody bought it from US, brought it in India through illegal route and try to sell that, now exchanges can be put, a regulation could be put on exchanges that any deposit that happens in cryptocurrency, you need to know the source of the funds, similar to how banks also report today, right? If you're depositing certain beyond a certain amount, bank collect documents from you on where that money comes from. Similar to that, crypto exchanges can be put under that regulation as well, on figuring out where the money is coming from and where the money is going as well. Because the fear is not only one way, that money moving from US to India, but the fear is the other way as well. What if I buy cryptocurrency in India and transfer it to someone in US without the proper LRS or guidelines, right? So I think the same can be applied. What we follow in banks today, the same can be applied to exchanges. That can only happen when the exchanges are regulated in India and comes under the purview of a regulator who can put these guardrails and checks and balances of reporting back to these agencies, making sure that the entire system is compliant in a way. I think India doesn't have to start from zero. What India can do is learn from how other countries have actually, solved these problems, and we can start and hit the ground running, right? We can take suggestions from all the countries who have accepted crypto with a way to regulate it as well. So we can learn from them. Things like FATF, travel rule can be put into place, making sure that all the cons of cryptocurrencies are suppressed. But because of the cons of crypto, we cannot avoid the pros as well, right? We should create an environment which enables innovation to happen on crypto and blockchain, yet suppress the use case which are deterrent to this entire ecosystem, right? So I think we can learn from what other countries have done, what other exchanges have done, and create and take those rules, mold it in our own fashion, because obviously India has a different set of needs as well. Mold it in a way that applies to India and start to regulate from there. Obviously, this is a evolving ecosystem altogether. The rules that you build today may not hold true in the next 5 years itself, right? So how do you give enough space to have the innovation grow and to be able to grow those rules along the way would be the right balance to figure out, and it's a hard job. So to be honest, I'm not scared. I am only scared for my users because of the misinformation that is going around. And I think exchanges have done a brilliant job in tackling this. We were on every interview, we were doing AMAs, we were solving user queries on support, on Twitter, on various social medias, to tell the users that this is just a bit of misinformation which is going around. Let's wait for the actual content of the bill, because we have been part of these discussions, and what we have felt is very positive vibes from the government bodies. We understand that their knowledge is much more broader today than it was 2 years back, right? And we expect positive and progressive regulations where industry would be able to help guide in the right direction as well, and could be part of this bill, making of this bill as well.